ID and I'm logged in already. I'm using for this person. So I will simply go to my left-hand panel. We have this sub panels here on the left-hand side. We have returns. You click on your returns, and you have my tax returns, and you have the employer's filed returns. So if you want to see what the employer has filed on your behalf, you simply click on this. I wouldn't click on this because there are some sensitive information regarding this person. So there you have the gross salary of the person and the net salary and some other payments that was made on behalf of the employee. So for you, you just click on, so you can also go click on this to check what the company has filed on your behalf. So when you're filing, you have the same figure. Or you can also check your pay slip from January to December. The total, you add it up and you also use it as your
Sorry,
gross
Mr. Emmanuel.
income.
We have not been
Yeah.
hearing you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Am I audible enough?
Yes, I can hear you now, Emmanuel.
Okay. Please. Karen, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So should I start from the basis? Okay, I
Can
just
you just
logged on.
recap? Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So I said we can simply go to our Google to search for LIRS portal. It's as straightforward. The first option, sorry. You click on the first option and you have this information right hand towards this part. You click on login and you are logged in already. So I'm using this person's profile. Just go to your returns. We have returns here. Under returns, we have two options. We have two options under returns, and yours is to click on the tax return and my tax returns. If you want to check what your employer has filed on your behalf, I won't click on this because it contains sensitive information. So I'll click on my tax returns. Yeah, have this person filed for 2024, the first filing. So you go to this, I guess you can all see my cursor. You click on file returns here. I'm clicking on it now. Okay, here we go. We have for 2025 already there. I can check for 2023 because this person has not filed for 2023. So you have that option to file for 2023. Why? The reason for filing for 3 years consecutively is that you can only get your TCC if you have 3 years that you have filed. So this person, at the end of the day, when you need your tax clearance certificate, this individual might not be able to until this person files for 2023. So I'm filing for 2025 now, and I have my income column here, the options for my income. So we have your document name. You can either upload, you can rename this, you can just name as my salary or whatever, then your file. So your file has to do with either your pay slip year to date for 2025. You have the total, you upload it if you want to. It's optional. You can upload. But for employee now, I'm going to file in, just put in 20,000 naira or so, or 200,000 as the total of what this person is earning. So commission, if you are into, you have other things you're into and you receive commission. So this basically shows your total income for the year 2023. We have the commission, we have the trade income, we have the allowance, we have pension. Pension is not your pension that you paid, rather it's pension you received. So let's say you worked somewhere, you retired and you're getting pension, it's your total income. You include whatsoever value you've got, you're getting, or you got annually, or you got last year. Your annuity too, it also has to do with your portfolio investment too. If you get annuity at the end of last 2025, that's 2025, you impute the value there. Let's assume that this person got 200,000 as income. And we also have gratuity. We have foreign income. If you have other form of income, you include them. Dividend from those that have shares, your dividend. And for those that lends money to people and you have interest from it, it also forms part of your total income. And we have your rent. Yeah, the rent has to do with you have an apartment you've given out to someone and the person is paying you. You include this value. Now, one of the advantages or reasons why we need to include this value here is if you have other other means of other income, sorry, and it's showing on your bank statement. If they want to be very, very, I don't know how they want to go about it. They have access to your bank statement. They might check. I'm just giving us the pros and cons of not doing all this, not giving the actual figure. If they want to dig deep, they can do all this. I'm not speaking for them. I'm just saying they might. So that's just it. So let's assume that this person has only has salary and pension received, not the one you're paying as you're working for Global Travels. Pension received and annuity include it. I'll simply click on my next. So let me just put this. Sorry, let me remove this to be on the safe side. Right. Okay. Then click on my next. On my next here, you have this option of, sorry, mandatory disclosure of my accommodation, your house address, your accommodation type, 2-bedroom flats, 3-bedroom flats, 4-bedroom flats. You fill this here. So let's just assume I stay around 2, and then you feel that my accommodation type is 2-bedroom flats, 2-bed space. Then my ownership type, are you the owner of the house? And so you fill this, are you a tenant? Are you the landlord? And others. You specify if you're selecting others. They will ask other options for that. Then tenant, I'm selecting tenant. Owner's name, your landlord's name on your receipts, you include it here. So I believe we all have receipts, or you have the contract between you and your landlord. You put their name here. And if you don't have your owner's payer ID, you can forget this. But the address and the name is very important. And your rent paid, how much did you pay for 2025? You include it. Let's assume I paid 2 million naira as my annual rent. Your employer, are they paying anything on your behalf? You include it here. And the duration. So for duration, you're going to choose from January that same year to December that same year. So you cannot. Sorry. Okay. Hello. So for date started, I'll simply click on 2025, like the previous year, 2025, yeah, and January. Just say it started 1st of January. And so I cannot fix, like, I can't put, how will I put it? You cannot cross year. Even if your rent started in September, you cannot say from September 2025 to August 2026. No, it has to be within the same year, the range. And then we'll click on, let me see what happens here. There will be an error. Accommodation date range must be within the previous year, 2025, because you are filing for 2025. So I'll simply come here and change my dates to 2025. December 2025. And I think that error would will not experience that. Let me click on, okay, next. So I have filed not all. So now we have, instead of clicking on confirm and submission, you don't do that. You simply come to this stuff, so it works for us. You include their name and just click on this option. It will give you details. Their role, their staff ID is compulsory. That's why. And you have your income paid, the money you gave them. If they are not registered, you simply uncheck this. You just put their role, and then is it your cook, your driver, and the likes? You do that. You add. If you have more than one support staff, you add them. Then we have assets. Let me cancel this. Then we have support staff. After support, we have assets. You list out, you add your assets. Those assets you have, the asset side, we have farmland, we have the real estate, we have others. Others, you now begin to categorize those assets that you have. You simply, then you click on others, you add it, tangible, the date of purchase, your address, and all those, then you add if you have. It's optional. Then after that, you're going to go to this order disclosure for relief. Order disclosure for relief. There you'll be needing your your life assurance policy. You'll be needing your what's the name, pension and the likes. So you click on add relief. So we have options. Do you have life assurance? If you have, click on yes. It will give you option. What's the name of the company, the policy number? You have other things to fill here. The premium amount you paid. Then you now upload the document to show that yes, you actually have a certificate of premium. So upon you entering that contract with those insurance companies, they must have given you a premium number, certificate of premium and the likes. You would simply include all this and the receipt of payment. If you want to claim this, it will reduce your tax. Then you have NHIS, health insurance. If you are into that.
Wow, let me see.
Hello. Hello. Mainland team. Mainland team.
Excuse
Okay,
us,
thank you.
not also.
Okay. So we have NHIS. If you have, you click on this and the options you fill. But for us, let me just second time. Sorry, the network is bad. Sorry. Okay. Then let's just go to our pension. So your pension, that's your 15D 15, you have your alpha and numeric, the 15 number for your pension, your RSA number, you include this. Who are your pension administrators? For we have Leadway Assurance, we have PAL, you simply impute this PAL. If you have, for those that uses other, you can include. Then your total contribution. How did you get this total contribution? So, the last time I said we should have a PDF of our statement of account from our pension providers. So that statement of account, you have the employer contribution and you have the employee contribution. Please do not include your interest received from them. Only what was deducted from your salary using your payslip. What was it? You see the your employee column there. You add up what you remitted at the end of the year 2025. You added that's the total contribution, this value. You had that. Then you now upload the statement of account from your RSA. You upload it from your pension company. You upload that. So they want to verify what you actually declared with what is on your statement to show that, yes, okay, they are in tune with, or they are equal, or they are the same. And then, what other options? Are you on a mortgage that you're paying interest on that mortgage? Yeah, is to also, when you collect mortgage from finance houses, is meant to, the interest you're paying is meant to reduce your tax at the end of the day. So if you have interest on owner occupied accommodation, you simply click on yes, and then you provide them the information they require, and you add. I'm not adding this because I don't want to feel for this person. And when you're done with that, you just come to your confirm submission and you submit. And that is all about your filing. So as much as we can, let's ensure that we disclose, as much as we want to. But if you don't want to, the backside of it is that, or the disadvantage is that, peradventure, they have machineries that want to work with for them. And they said, okay, you get this person, although they are not after, they might not be after us. They might be after those that are earning those big guys in the industry. But peradventure, they want to check your bank statements, of which they have access to. So that's why I said it's necessary that we disclose as much as we can. But if you don't want, like for the asset side, you might not disclose the cars you have. I don't know. It depends on your discretion. You can use your discretion in doing that. I think we're done. Once you click on final submission, you're done for that period. That's for 2025. So if you want to download your TCC at the end of the day, you have it here, current year TCC. If I want to download it, let's see what's the error message. So we have taxpayer record does not have profile picture one. That's one of those things. And you have other things, at least 3 years. You need to file your individual returns for 3 years before you can get your TCC. TCC is the tax clearance certificate. And that is why this person has to go file for 2023 before you can generate your TCC. Thank you very much. Are there questions for me? Or it's the site is friendly, and then we can access it, and you just access it, and it's user friendly. Yeah. Any questions, please? Okay, I'm assuming we don't have questions. So I think that's all for now, please. Yeah, are there questions? Can you hear me?
Yes, Emmanuel, we can hear you. Do we have
Yes,
any
we can hear you.
questions?
Okay. Okay. I believe there are no questions, so that's fine.
Okay, so please remind them of the deadline and the penalties that that would come if they don't file this on time.
Okay, the deadline is 31st of this month. That's March. So on the 1st of April, you'll be owing the government 100,000 naira if you fail to file. And May ending, you owe them 50,000. That's 150,000. I don't know how they're going to get the money, but if they write to the organization that we'll definitely comply. So please, it's best we do the needful to avoid stories and such. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel, for your time and taking out time from your busy schedule to do this. Please, this session has been recorded for us to assess it even after now. If you have any follow-up questions, which I believe the session should answer if you go back to the video. But regardless, please do not hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you with the filing process as well. So thank you so much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Chidima. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, bro, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Sir Emmanuel.
Thank you, Emmanuel.